Da, da. Okay. Streams all advertised out there. Is the last day for the Christmas stream. Hopefully. If anybody shows up, that'll be nice. But oh, mod's finally working.
Well, I guess this seems promising. Mind you, there wasn't much conversation. If we weren't telling the truth, he's an awful gullible man.
Yeah, this is true, old Nick. Oh, hello! One viewer in.
Suppressing.
Let's see. Alright, okay, that should be everybody now.
It's not too shabby in here, as a matter of fact. Cleaner than most of the places I've seen around here. It must be that cool, crisp mountain air.
I was asking you this, but what's next?
Well, depending on where our folks are coming from, they must have already started the journey. Whether it be today or last month, they'll know exactly where to go. Since the Mojave Passage is a certified NCR travel point and is printed on every NCR civvy map within the tri-state. Thing is, once they reach the passage, they won't have a clue where to go. But I'm sure we're fine for now. So I'm going to stock dear Barney and I up on these printed posters, and we're going to post them around some towns. The current address is this lodge. And for you, well, what I'm about to ask of you is going to be very strange and hypocritical from me, but it's most absolutely necessary.
Can't be that bad from a person of your humbleness, can it? I don't know, he did ask us to kill hookers.
I'd prefer the entire world be run on hot chocolates and candy canes, son. But the fact of the matter is that this is a harsh world. And harsh worlds run on nothing but money. Money makes the world go round and round. I'm going to need to borrow some money from some of the most wealthy enterprises in this small desert to realize our holiday goals, you see. And what enterprise is wealthier than the first place I asked you to visit? The Ultralux.
You want me to rob the Ultralux?
I want you to bust your ass in there, grab the guap, and cap some bitches. I mean, yes. I need you to calmly take down the necessary personnel and relocate their physical funds back to us. Now, have faith. I wouldn't ask you to perform such a task if I wasn't sure of its circumstances. Circumstances that dearest Humphrey is very well acquainted with. So, go ahead and give him a talk. He'll take you through all the necessary preparations for the heist. Afterwards, he'll need to head for the passage. Once you're done and all is clear, bring the cash to Novak. It's Barney and I's last stop on this poster posting trip.
I hold the phone. I still don't understand why I'm going to rob the goddamn Ultralux.
What we want to do here in terms of the holiday celebrations, friend, is all a complete fairy tale without money. Christmas spirit isn't enough. Paying for these rooms, renting a venue, paying the staff and buying food, it all costs a fortune to actually make it happen. So you must understand that robbing a casino for most of its worth is to be done with the warmth of Christmas close to your heart.
Heist it is then. Oh, Two
Good
Viewers,
show.
hello.
Speak to Humphrey and he'll take you to one of his dealers and get you stocked up for the show. Now Barney and I are going to start putting up these posters. I wish you the best of luck. Santa Speed.
Okay, Humphrey.
Glad to see we made it up the mountain in one piece.
Nick tells me you're going to help me rob the Ultralux. I'm having a hard time processing this, and I've played this mod like a bunch of times.
Yeah, see, I was on a hustle with the place about 12 years ago when they was just renovating the place. Them got a hell bunch of us lowlifers up and paid us shit rates to install taps and shit paper holders for them bathrooms. They done employed me to scrub the mud out them carpets there, and while I was doing my morning shift in the GE's office, I stumbled upon a find. I remember getting down on my knees and peeking through a hole in the wall. I saw a bunch of armed guards in a long hallway with an elevator. I'm certain that that's where the vault would be, and you can see it from within the general manager's office. But before any of that can happen, you gotta get yourself in there and buy yourself some time to actually find the vault's hallway. And that gets done by shooting folk with a silent gun. A silent gun with taser delivery rounds.
He just spit all over my face. Briggs is now soaking wet. And where are we going to get these arms?
My head bro Kozak. He spends time making all sorts of nerdy contraptions underneath the Ripcom building south of Vegas. I know he'll be more than happy to help, so let's get a move on. I have to get to the Northern Passage and wait for early birds when we're done.
Alright. Okay. I hope everybody's having a lovely Christmas Eve so far. It's just like 12-ish in the afternoon for me. And I figured, since I haven't had much luck otherwise, why don't we finish up today's... Yeah, this is going to be my last stream for the year. I think, for now, at the very least. The last stream for the week of Christmas, at the very least.
Well, well, what do you know? It's Humphrey Selassie, fresh no homeless moocher. Good to see you. I take it you're here looking for a weapon?
Ah, you know me too well, Earthsky. My friend Herf's got a heist and he needs your special shock pistol. I'm sure you don't mind sending me again.
So, you're looking for my grade A in-bullet taser delivery system. I must concur that you have good taste. It's one of my finest inventions. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm Erskine Kozart, techno thief and pseudo-energy weapon expert.
I'm Briggs. How will this fancy shotgun work?
Think of it like those hand shockers from before the war, but within a bullet. Replace the button with a barb, and the shock is 1,000-fold. It's basically the fusion core of an overcharged microfusion cell, attached to a conductive barb that sticks out of the bullet when fired. Upon impact, the electrical surge blows your nervous system like a light bulb filament, assuring an unconscious state for at least 8 hours. Now, it takes a painstakingly long time to make each bullet, so I've got only 30 for you.
I don't have to pay?
If you're a friend of Humphrey, then you're a friend of mine, and friends of mine get my full discount. Well, here they are. I had them out already. Just be very careful not to miss.
Alrighty, I'll keep that in mind.
Well then, waste no more time, but be careful.
Ooh, texture problems. Okay, let's see.
Hello again.
Alright, okay, I think I'm ready, but why is everybody so calm about robbing a casino, huh?
Because when people make big deals out of it, your mind is tricked. It knows something of magnitude's gonna happen, and that leads to stress. The rule of time for us less fortunate is to do it like it's legal. It's easier going to point B, doing some chores, than returning to A, than it is to go and rob one of the most wealthy organizations in the Mojave. Now look, then while you think about it, the rest it gets. I've got to go to the northern passage to greet any early guests. You do the job and then meet Nick and Novak. Then we'll all regroup again.
What about what I still need? You want me to just walk out of there?
As horrible as the legions are, the casinos keep a quota of their monies in legion orifices for those trading chips in for the legion money. This is what you'll be stealing, not that bulky NCR cash's bottle caps. Plus for value versus weight, legion is superior. 10 orifices for 1,000 caps.
Okay, got it.
Good. Have fun.
Hey. All right. Let's get going.
Okay, then. West Wintertime Height. Via the GM's office. Okay, then.
Doesn't look that bad, actually. Were they experimenting on one of their own?
Alrighty, then. Let's see.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons?
Sure.
My deepest apologies for the slight... But we...
And they took the shock pistol. Let's see. Ooh, guts.
Beg your pardon, but
Wilco.
Take all the time you...
And, let's see.
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
Watch out!
Aha! Whoa!
Watch out!
I should have thought that through.
Come on!
Whoa!
This guy's completely unbothered.
Whoa!
This is a sneaky mission. Let's see. Picked. Up the duties. Closet the caravan. Technically speaking, this is non-lethal. Okay, let's see. Okay. I don't think they care. Heavens, the master has a huge amount of variety. Well, if they don't really care, I'm just gonna run right back up to the top there.
Hello.
See? Not a shit given. Can't believe I had to run all the way back up here just to do that. This is a wild set of quests. Oh my god. We just went through all that, so we're just gonna hit the unlock button. Don't mind me, I'm just the law. Look at my law enforcement uniform. Just right through these doors. I am law enforcement. Yes. Do not mind this man here, he is sleeping. He merely just interfered with the law. Law, 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 law. I am it.
About time.
Moving out.
Oh. What the fuck?
Shall I say that our poster posting mission was a mixed success?
What the hell on earth would happen here? And if anybody has any issue with me cheating, I just went through the entire process of doing the whole vault door thing, and I went from each terminal to the last, and it's all said, go here. So rather than go through all of that, yeah, sometimes mods just be like that. At least we can advance. What on earth happened here?
It was our last poster to put up here at the hotel. As I reached for the nail to give Barney with hammer, Barney was struck from behind with the butt of a rifle, and a pistol was put to my neck. We were taken here and lined up with these lot. Then, one by one, a soldier walked down the line and shot them dead as 4 others watched. He reached Barney when his magazine emptied. He reached for another when an officer, I think, told him not to waste. Then he beat us with his fists. I'm really upset, mind you. The soldiers all kicked poor Rudy in the head and dragged him away with them by his tail. I have no clue where he is now. I've had him since he was a puppy.
Oh god, they took his dog. Good lord, what are we gonna do?
Well, we've gotten this far, so we have to keep our composure. Look on the positive side to see that we're all alive, and the posters are all up, and I hope you've been successful with your visit to the Ultralux.
Yes, I did. Here you are.
Well then, this is good. Bittersweet, but good. Barney and I are coming back to the Alpine Lodge to drop off these funds. Maybe our lodge owner friend is back by now. It never came across my mind to check on the Jacobstown Lodge to see if they have a ballroom or something that could host the convention. So I'm probably going to have a word with these folks up there to see if we can't work out a deal. It would be awful convenient if we could. As for you, I'm sure we both know exactly who did this, so I reckon you should find that chap, Captain Crosby, to see if he or the NCR can help. For it does not seem that us and our Christmas plans coexist with these Nazis and their brutal ways.
Goodbye.
Good luck. We'll see you back at the lodge.
Well, first, we're gonna get rid of this other companion following us. So I hope everybody who's viewing, is having at least a good Christmas Eve. And I'm glad that you're stopping on by to watch me finish up. Honestly, just something pretty funny. Oh boy, smoke and fire.
Hello.
Well, hello there. It seems at this meeting of ours, moods are more somber than usual.
What happened here, Captain?
Officer Cornell was on duty when a male wearing a dark gray uniform stepped through the makeshift shelter door and walked towards the boardroom. She thought nothing of the man, being well dressed and clean. Not the usual look for a criminal, you know. The bastard took out a triple bundle of Tech 29s. Ammo for what you'd call a fat man from his satchel. Cranked a timer and stuck it to the wall. Cornell chased the fucker out here and got him in the back with a rifle. Of course, his uniform matches those that I found in the warehouse. The homeless didn't have enough time to run for it, and the shoddy structure didn't have a chance. This is complete madness. Work of these Nazis.
They've struck Novak too, executed a dozen wastelanders. I've just come from there.
Jesus Christ. This only enforces my findings at the warehouse, then. This is much bigger than I expected.
What findings do they have?
I took a holotape I found in the warehouse and played it back at McCarran. It seems they were using the warehouse's tower to broadcast orders. That could possibly be the only way they could commit a joint strike like this. Even the NCR can't achieve these things at this precision. I suppose the only good thing out of this is that the holotape details a communications convoy that is to travel through Sloan tomorrow night. Right here and right now. I'm telling you that we have to ambush that convoy. Their sensitive orders could help predict future attacks, or even where they're currently headquartered.
I'm down for an ambush.
Fantastic news. Meet me outside of Sloan when you're ready. Make sure to bring supplies for an ambush. I think we'll need to have the element of surprise with us. I've got to stay here until a commanding officer from McCarran takes over the site. I'll be there, though.
Goodbye.
Bring your wits with you, boy.
Let's see. Alright, here's it off a trip, man.
I'll just about time. Repair module.
Yeah.
Hello?
Incendiary. Ooh, incendiary grenades.
Ah, good to see you, soldier. You got here quicker than I thought. Today is a standard ambush procedure for the NCR. Bait and wait. We've got a good wait left until the convoy comes through, if the radio message is still correct, so you have a bit to set up whatever you have. That blue Corvega is set and rigged with a powder charge, so I'd prefer you not to rig anything before that. I want it to be our first strike. Now, the message told that they were coming south from the southern edge of the limestone quarry, past the mouth of a small town and under the rails. So I take it they'll be coming towards us from the north there, and under this bridge.
I'm ready for the ambush, Captain.
Right then, I guess we just wait here for the bastards. It shouldn't be long now. Psst, wake up. I think they're here.
Enemies incoming!
Teach you to mess with me.
Watch out!
Watch out!
Help me out!
See anyone else here?
Yellow.
How many are we expecting? What
Not
on
one
risk?
solid clue. Hence why I brought you a present courtesy of the NCR Band Weapons Depot, just in case you had an itch for fire.
I do. Okay. Only in this mod do you get to kill Nazis for Christmas.
Yellow.
I found a note on one of the officers.
And? What did it say?
It detailed a delivery of information to an officer in Prim. It wasn't written, but I know it's bad.
If that's the case, then I'm in it for the long run. I want to see fit that these fools don't harm any more of the Mojave's citizens. If you're in it with me, then I think it's best that we stay together, so we can find each other and plan these things out easily. Where are you stationed at the moment?
I don't think we have a choice. We want to stop them. I'm up on Mount Charleston at the moment.
Well, let's get me and the soldiers here settled up there. I'm sure we'll think of a plan on the way.
Alright. To the Alpine Lodge.
Well, look who it is.
Don't suppose I can have a room ready right now for some friends of mine, can I?
Sure thing. Matter of fact, I just started to clean each room for you folks. And I've finished Suite 22. Got the key right here with me. It's a 3-bed suite, so it looks just about perfect for the company. And don't you think I'm not keeping track of what rooms are getting occupied? I expect payment when payment is needed.
Tell me more about yourself.
Well, I've got this suit, a pistol, and a derelict Alpine hotel to my name. Possessions, after all, are what matters most to status in this wasteland. Family-wise, I'm one of 5 brothers, the only one who decided to stay in the Mojave. The others, inspired by my father, took up arms with all sorts of organizations under the sun. NCR, Followers, the Brotherhood, and Rockwell. And just as I'm entering into manhood, Dad gets mauled by a big hoarder and all my brothers drop off the face of the earth. 2 killed in action, 1 overdosed on mentats, and the other vanished on a random-ass journey to Vermont. So dear Teddy, which is my name, as I've never introduced myself, gets stuck with Mommy Dearest and takes over the family hotelier business. Pretty much all there is to this cat.
Goodbye.
See ya. Yellow.
Ta-da!
Wow. A fresh hotel room when you want it. I'm impressed. Where'd you get the money? You rob a casino? With all jokes aside, before I sit down and formulate a plan on how to stop this menace, is there any urgent or important information you must tell?
Well, enemy soldier took a friend of mine's dog during the Novak slaughter.
I hear you. I'd probably not worry too much about that. There's not much we can do. What I would suggest is to get this friend of yours and bring him back here, if he's not already here. For safety's sake. Proximational ties to an enemy can be dangerous for the victim.
Okay, I'll be back.
Right then. Stay safe. Well, look who it is.
Hello again. Have you seen old Nick or Barney anywhere?
Sure, they were asking me about ballrooms and convention centers and stuff, so I pointed them to the Midwinter Hall up at Jacobstown Lodge. The biggest, or used to be the biggest, party venue in all of Vegas. It nearly takes up a quarter of the lodge. Shame it's not in use anymore. They tell me y'all are hosting a Christmas party, and the folks are staying here, hence the large amount of rooms required. I hope you guys can pull it off, you know. Christmas time meant an awful lot to this mountain. Before the war, people would flock here from all over the country on railroad machines and flying aeroplanes all through the month of December. As Mummy used to say. Now, if you'll forgive me, I do need to get back to work. I need to prepare for these guests.
Okay. So they're up at Jacobstown.
They can still be killed.
You think Marcus could get us some miniguns? Or missile launchers?
Damn, this is a big ass hall. Fancy.
Pretty amazing, wouldn't you say? How room of this stature can go unnoticed by those who live here, and it sure is a phenomenal room at that. It's good to know that the mutants here are just as intellectual as the ones I remember up north.
Wowzers, is this the venue for the convention?
By Holly, it sure is. It's got the room, it's got the charm, and it's got the amenities, and a perfect wintry locale to top the tree. Things, for the most part, are starting to look up, but I'm still in deep sorrow, my friend. I miss Rudy terribly, and I hate to imagine where he is. Were you able to get any help from dear Captain Crosby?
Crosby is now with us at the lodge, and after we gained some intel, he's begun working on a plan.
This news is better than I expected. Thank you. I will try my best to decorate and prepare for the convention through this loss of mine. It will be hard, but I can do it. As for you, well, We need to be prepared right quick for the flocks of vacationers coming, furthermost back at the lodge. I need you to assist the owner in his preparations. I'm going to start unpacking the furniture here, and Barney is currently working out prices. I suspect Humphrey to return to the lodge with the first of the visitors very soon. So if we act fast, we may just pull this off. And there's no doubt Crosby has sent you to bring me back to the lodge. But I assure you the Nazis won't barge through a fortress of mutants.
Yeah, I can't imagine that ending up very well. The Master's Army versus the supposed Master Race.
Bothersome.
Well, look who it is.
I've returned to lend a hand.
Good. I'm glad my hints eventually caught on. I'm up to my eyes in work here. I've currently got 3 things that I need you to lend me a hand with. First off, and most importantly, are the mantises that have been dormant. Just like they are in trees, the upper levels of the lodge are pretty full with them. I'll need you to discard their lives into the bin of death. I also need the water switched on via the main pump under the lodge, and with that comes the third chore, the Night Stalkers. Since I don't like to run the pump all the time, I switch it off when business is quiet. And when it's quiet, Night Stalkers have a hoedown. So you might have guessed I need you to put an end to their frolics as well. Now that I've talked your ear off, time to tell you about the lodge as a whole.
Go on.
Okay, I'll make it quick. The Alpine Lodge is divided up into 3 sections: the Pineview Building, the Pine Fresh Dorms, and the Alpine Block. Pineview is the building where your friends are staying. Alpine Block is the 3-story bulk of the lodge with the Pine Fresh Dorms as its extension. That's really all there is to it. I'm sure you'll get the hang of the place really soon, especially if you're going to go mantis hunting. Here's the key to the Pine Fresh Dorms. You'll have to access the Alpine Block through there. My lobby door is still seized. Don't be afraid to say hello to Chef Babylon and his apprentice. He may have some work for you to do if you're looking for it. Now go forth, slay the vicious mantises, and turn on the water, etc., etc.
Okay. Okay, fine. We'll deal with the we'll deal with the pumps first.
We're compromised.
Target locked green. We are trouble.
Oh, sorry, Guts.
We're compromised.
That's a bit goofy.
Target acquired.
Hostiles. Dead ahead.
Quests. Yeah, I was supposed to get a key, but apparently not.
Suppressing fire.
Oh, the Pine Fresh dorms. That's the way I was supposed to go. Whoops.
What do you need?
Well, hello there, young one. You must be the VIP that Boss was talking about. I'm Chef Babylon. The men
No,
call me
no.
Lon, and the women call me Baby. Anything in particular good old I can help you with?
Yeah, no,
Keep that smile wide.
I'm just never going to talk to that character again. And I think we will all be better off for it.
Contact.
Pressing fire! Pressing fire!
Oh, we're not done here yet.
Suppressing fire!
Threat level green. We're clear.
These are actually some pretty nice places. At least now we've got all the bugs dealt with. Wrong way. I got all turned around.
Well, look who it is.
Okay, Daddy, I got those chores done for you.
Oh, goody. Thank you much. Oh, and by the way, the silver-haired trooper you have in room 22 was looking for you about 3 minutes ago.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Hey, Crosby.
Hello there, friend.
Teddy said you were looking for me?
Aha! And he was most definitely correct. I had no clue why I did not see the Nazis' plan before now. You see, what the Nazis are doing is exactly what I'd be doing if I were controlling an army in an unknown territory. The ODCC method, short for Order Dispersal via the Chain of Command. Meaning that, if you find that officer in Prim who was detailed in the message you found, his information should lead you to his superior. Then his information would lead you to his superior, etc., in the goal of hopefully finding where the headquarters of the commanding officer is. If you're still in for it, you'll essentially be following the paper trail with guns ablazing until you find coordinate 0. Then, contact me.
The plan seems sound, but I guess I'm going Nazi hunting.
Indeed you are, brave wastelander. I don't understand how your talents have gone unnoticed in the ranges. We could really use people like you. Between I and my men, and the mutants up the hill, you can count on Mount Charleston being safe from the fascists. There's really not much else I can brief you on. You'll be getting your own intel and carrying out your own attack plans. Once you think you've come across the location of their operating headquarters, return here. I'll be organizing a joint strike with you. Godspeed, young friend. Come back if you need anything.
I'm off.
Safe keepings.
Okay. Quests. Confront the officer in Prim.
Hostile fire.
I've got you now.
Threat level red. Target log acquired.
Help me out. They killed him. Come on. Come on. You can't hide from me. Come on.
Let's see, there we go.
I've got something for you. I'm going to find you.
Good work, Guts. Need to stop by the Mojave Outpost after this and get myself fixed up. Dear Sam, I forgot the German name that Steiner gave you, so please bear with me. I am simply here to tell you that you are to stand your ground in the back of the Weissenstein Field building. And you have precise motions from Vaughn G to terminate any of the local NCR peacekeepers and witness his to said terminations. But you must keep civilian casualties to a minimum. You will get further orders from me, or directly from the General. I am located mounts behind the iron figures to your west. Die Finnelig build Elstoni Worlden Fransti. Okay. I think it's about time I get to use some fire on the fascists. Nice shot.
Been doing a lot of good work?
Alright, repairs. We are nearing the end of our first week in the strange Mojave Desert, and the main force has since split up into 5 different battalions. Said battalions have nestled into hiding holes until further orders are broadcasted. 2 nights ago, a battalion captured a storage warehouse in the outskirts of the main city here. Used the installed radio tower to broadcast the first strike to the frequencies of all neo-Nazi radios. There has since been radio silence, and we have no way of knowing the outcome of the strike. I am currently in control of my own small battalion here in a comfy cave, in addition to a larger battalion to the northeast stationed in Gotel. I am currently taking orders from Colonel Jones, or as he is formerly known, Colonel Fadenmar. He is located in the the town of Novak, and was given the first officer to be given the attack order. I remain stationed here until I or hear from Jones or von Gritchenhausen. Franz D. Alright, this is how you do it, people. Gather the intelligence. Intruder alert! A red spy is in the base! A red spy is in the base!
We got trouble.
We're compromised.
And they're dead. Okay. To the battalion under the control of Colonel John P. Colonel J. Farnbar. Gentlemen, I have orders straight from General von Gritchenhausen detailing that you must execute your commanding colonel on a return from your scout mission. Confiscate his communication order from me, his commanding officer. You must then take extreme care. Farnbar may be agent, but he has exceptional quick draw skills that could put a bullet in either one of your eyes. Upon his termination, return to me at the mountains overlooking the local golf course. I will become your new commanding officer. Once you arrive, I will give you the update on our next strike, as well as some bad news. Second in command, Richard Velkian.
So here you stand, my young, budding gunslinger. Not quite so different as you stood in front of me when my officers had gun to your head. I digress. I've done you a favor and sent one of my stormtroopers to kill dear Colonial Farenbar for you, as you're now in the business of killing all of my officers. Unfortunately for you, you're not in the business of optical care, as you let one of my soldiers escape on foot during a blatant strike of my battalion by a shitty town of Sloan, which I am very fucking angry about. And you inform me of your alliance with the local peacekeeping force, the New California Republic. I spared your life, and now you stab dear Steiner in the back. It hurts, friend, but it will hurt you more than it hurts me if you continue this manhunt of my people. Because the hurting for you will turn into killing, and the killing will turn into deathing, and the deathing will turn into disembowelment of your digestives all over and on this plush carpet. Now I've done you 3 favors, friend. The third is giving you a chance to walk away from my operations. You best take it, lest you feel the rash complications of interfering with the Fourth Reich.
Okay, then. That is... Hey, let's get down to brass tacks. That's a pretty nonsensical.
Target engaged.
You spawned inside the wall. What else was I supposed to do? Wait, nope. Tight corridors. Perfect for SMG.
Look out! You like that?
Target acquired.
You like that? You like that?
That's useful. Yeah, of course, the neo-Nazis have Hydra, the drug. Oh, getting Christmassy out.
Hello.
We understand that not everybody has top-of-the-line gaming rigs, and we are also aware that our Christmas decorations can inconsiderably slow frame rates on lower end systems. See noticeable frame rate drops while outside this lodge. There's a button on the side of the main fireplace which will strike down the of decorations to restore frame rate. Alternatively, you can marginally decrease your anti-aliasing and stopping filtering settings to balance. Thank you, Magic Ass Snowman. Well, thank you, Magic Ass Snowman. But my rig is fine. I've got a 3060.
Come on, Harvey, get the cups. You can't just serve Nuka-Cola to the guests straight from the bottle. It's not professional.
Look who's back from some good old hunting. I'm sure you can see that we've been awful busy decorating the place. Your friend Humphrey came back with a whole posse of guests while Nick had me up that ladder decorating the tree out front. Next thing I know, I come in for a drink, and the guests are here stringing up lights, singing carols, and Harvey here made a whole batch of eggnog. On top of that, we've had a quick bout of snow here, so it's needless to say I'm feeling quite festive.
The place is looking great, but I reached a dead end with the HQ. Don't know a St. George his cavern.
Well, good news is that you know that they're there. Bad news is, I too have no clue where St. George's Cavern is, peculiarly, unlike those outsiders. Plans for our strike are still developing. I'm just waiting to hear back from some folk. What I'm gonna do is send a telegram to the brass at McCarran to see if they know this location, in case it's unlisted or classified. Until then, I guess we just continue to keep these folk on the mountain safe. Either way, I'm convinced you've thrown a wrench in their cogs.
Anything else new?
Thanks for reminding me. Teddy was looking for you to give him a hand bringing in a tree, but I think he's back now. Still pop your head in, though. Apart from that, the only new thing around here is the joy of having happy folks celebrating the most wonderful time of the year.
Goodbye.
Keep warm.
And I see we lost somebody. Oh, a shame. Don't worry though, we're nearly done the mod. There's only a few things left to do.
Would you look at this butte tree? She was the last of 50 that we cut down today. 49 of which are currently headed towards Good Springs. Nick hired a caravan to take the lot in a batch of Harvey's eggnog southbound. Lord know how the man affords it, but he wanted to see before I lugged this baby in. Looking forward to an update regarding some rivals or something. Stretch your legs down to Good Springs, why don't you? While I stand here and bask in the fact that this good old Lodge is making a rebound. Yeehaw!
Bye.
Yep.
The old Nick down in Good Springs.
Morning.
Oh, hey! Christmas trees!
Hello.
Nick, I think you broke the world. Space.
Season's greetings.
It's looking nice here. I like what you do to the place.
Isn't it great? The first day of the convention is going exceptionally well. Not to mention everything is looking as Christmassy as the North Pole. I and 10 visitors up on the mountain got up early this morning to cut some young pines. Not all wastelanders can get up there, so why not help out? Poor Bongo thought we were crazy, but we most jingly pulled through. He even gave us a hand stringing those lights between the light poles.
They told me you were looking for an update on the situation?
Yes, I was. Convention plans seem to be slotting into place just fine now. Our visitors are warm and happy. Wastelanders are telling me of the good deeds you did. Barney's decorating Midwinter Hall. All is well. But I can't help worry about the horror that we witnessed in Novak. And I can't help missing my poor old Rudy. How has the anti-Nazi campaign been going? Have we much to worry about the safety of our guests, the people of the Mojave? Christmas, as we know it?
Can't really say. I've driven off 4 of their battalions, but I can't find the main location.
Well, I don't know why you sound so unsure. Seems as though you've put a dent in their gumdrop forces. For that reason alone, I'm quite happier. We need to just keep our guard as the main convention dinner approaches. Ideally, you would find the location rather quickly. Until then, I'll probably stay here with my assistant for the day, or maybe check up on how Barney's doing at Jacobstown. Speaking of which, feel free to buy some of the Christmas wares I've brought from up north, or even a bottle of Harvey's fresh eggnog. Oh, I nearly forgot to tell you, some visitors were wanting to get a taste of some Mojave mountain hunting action. Teddy mentioned some famed bighorner that lives on Mount Charleston, who for the love of Jack Frost wouldn't die. Sounds like it would make an interesting turkey feast conversation. I'd start there for now. I'm sure we'll get some more drama in the coming days.
Thanks, Nick. See you again around.
Stay warm. Wouldn't want Jack Frost to fuck you in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah. New Vegas. Much as I love it, you do become just sort of bouncing around all over the place.
Ah, just the man I wanted to see. Our 3 brothers here visiting from Ohio are asking for places with good hunts, and what better place for hunting than here on Mount Charleston? Would you be so kind as to guide them about the mountain, with a real gun aside their BBs, in case they get into any trouble?
Of course I'll help out.
Good to hear. Mojave legend holds the tale of a mysteriously powerful and elusive bighorner on this here mountain, Wilma of the Pines. Perhaps you could find satisfaction in attempting to find this dear Wilma, and make history you will. But do so soon. These folks have been waiting.
Okay then, I'm off.
Be careful out there and dress warm. The weather outside is frightful.
I wish the weather outside was frightful. It's just rainy out here.
Happy holidays and season's greetings to you, young frolicking whippersnapper. Front desk here says you know this mountain here quite well, so me and the boys here would most appreciate it if you accompany us. I and my brothers have been hunting since we were in diapers, and we've got the same guns that we had back in them days. Problem is, if something terribly dangerous comes along, there's not much hope, especially since we're used to Ohio lands and not here.
Sure thing, I'll help you out.
Great news! The boys and I will follow. Just take us to where those bighorners are, will ya?
Morning.
Ammunition depleted.
That's your weapon? A dinky little 357?
Enemy down.
Target acquired.
Enemy down.
Only a few quests left to do. And then this little Christmas mod is over.
We've got trouble. We're green to go.
Great Wilma of the Pies. Oh god. Run, Forrest, run.
Hello.
Happy holidays. Oh, God, don't tell me that.
Hello.
Happy holidays. Okay. Ah, boy. Okay. Quick little patch in. Okay, now with the patch going on.
Hello.
Happy holidays. Okay. Ah, god damn it, not again.
Hey.
What do you need?
Hey.
Watch out!
Whoa!
I've got you now.
Help me out!
Hey.
Happy holidays. Not again. Okay, let's travel back to here. Maybe if I don't fast travel. What the fuck? Those great cons weren't hurting you or anything. They were just... Okay. Just gain some, ready, just in case. Okay, finally. Oh, thank God. Happy holidays. Is there anything that I can help with?
Well, yes. As you can see, the place is nearing full occupancy, and as the manager, I'm having difficulty keeping up with the requests. I've got a small grocery list of things that I need you to do for me while I watch the desk, if that's not too much trouble.
Of course.
Alrighty. First off, that piano on the east wall is actually a player piano. It should play itself so long as we find a piano roll. Fittingly for the season, I'd hoped you could find a Christmas roll down in the basement for me. Shouldn't be too cluttered. I organized it last year. I've also got 2 boxes of Christmas lights and decorations down there that we should use to decorate the 2 trees in here and the Alpine lobby. Marty Robbins has, open quote, a family of big-ass roaches on my porch, close quote, he tells me last night, and wants them dealt with. He's in room 206. Which is the only room on the top floor of the Alpine block that has a porch. And finally, Caleb Hamilton from the Pineview building is complaining of strange smells coming out of room 12. The current resident of the room is a Miss Jemima Taylor, who is a goddamn basket case if you ask me, so just take a look for me, would you?
I'll see to it right away.
Thank you so much.
Let's go investigate that, Oh.
Hey! Had enough?
Well, goddamn basket case is right. She was a goddamn cannibal. Alright. And there should also be decorations down here. There we go.
Hey.
Guess we have to go around the long way. At least the mod's working now. I want to do is sit on my porch and enjoy the crisp winter air, but I can't do that with this disgusting roaches.
What do you need?
Contact. We're ready to go.
Enemy down!
Don't worry, Mojave law enforcement is here. Happy holidays. Oh, Jemima must have went crazy and killed her husband, but the rest was pretty straightforward.
Sweet Christ. I'll send someone to clean up Jemima's room. And thanks for dealing with the roaches and the piano roll. Now I've got one last thing for you, because Barney just got back from decorating the Midwinter Hall. He's having an eggnog in Pinefresh. Before you see him, do you mind decorating the 2 trees in both lobbies for me? I'll take the box from you, and you just string up those lights.
Sure, I like decorating.
You're one of the most helpful people I know. It's as if you can't really say no. It's like your only option is to agree with me. But nonetheless, it's a big help. Thank you.
Christmas. Ah.
Well, hello. Good to see you.
Long time no see. What's new, Barney?
Well, I've officially rented out the Midwinter Hall for the convention dinner, and I've finished decorating up there so all is prepared. Looks like Humphrey's brought more travelers up to the lodge too, and it seems the convention is coming along just fine. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Nick is decorating Novak now and setting up a sort of seasonal Christmas diner for the homeless. I know he really wants Rudy back, and I think that's part of the reason why he went back, in case Rudy somehow got free. It would be good of you to go and see him again and bring him and the visitors back. I mean, I'm glad he's making the most out of the convention and all. But I can't help but worry that those Nazis are going to return to the site of the slaughter.
I'll go and see him.
Thank you very much. It would mean a lot. I'll go collect some firewood for a fire. It's awful chilly tonight.
Hello?
But first I also need to decorate trees. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinchenhausen. Yeah. Gibson Scrapyard.
Threat level red. Target log acquired. Target acquired.
Holly jolly hello.
Barney thinks it's a good idea to return to the lodge for now.
I understand Barney's reservations, but if I and the guests don't keep doing what we're doing, what's the sense of having this convention anyway? I mean, we've set up a Christmas store in Good Springs for the good people, and now we've just finished refurbishing a food stop for the homeless. If I had Rudy with me, well, I'd be the happiest I've ever been. We're all safe here, the visitors are packing, I'm packing iron, and you've done your part keeping the Nazis at bay. And I know Crosby and his troopers have the lodge well protected. Speaking of the devil...
Hey man, we've got a big goddamn emergency here. I was just hand-delivered a document from the California Rangers in the lodge, and I've been trying to keep up with you all the way here. Turns out St. George's Cavern was an NCR classified location. Classified for reasons surrounding a high-risk terrorist strike location! Friend, St. George's Cavern is the emergency backflow route and the emergency generator grounds for the Hoover Dam. Kimball didn't even know this shit. And the worst thing is, the Mojave force is spread so thin that the big-ass brass can't scoop a force together. Vigilante deputization has been placed upon your and my head from the president himself to stop this suspected terror plot underneath Lake Mead. I've got a hold of Humphrey and told him to get all of his friends together and meet us at Lake Mead. You and I just need to meet him there. I'm afraid we need to act now or never, friend. I fear these Nazis have inside information on the workings of Hoover Dam and could severely damage it.
Well, this really fucks up the lore.
What?
I guess we have no choice then. Let's go.
Let's go!
We're just about done the mod.
Whoa! Glad that's over.
Well, I think the place Crosby told us to blow up the dynamite worked. I haven't gone close to that hatch. We were gonna wait for you too.
Are you ready for this?
Boy, is you kidding? I escorted 3 groups of 100 travelers up Mount Charleston to the lodge. I think I'm capable of this. Not to mention I now got me friends with me, and a really heavy armor piece that Crosby lended me. Sir, quit your worrying and let's skip to it.
Where? I was about to ask where you got the power armor. Alright. Into the depths.
Threat level green. We're clear.
Down we go. So many scorpions around here. Oh boy. Courier armor it is.
Target locked. We got trouble. We got trouble. Threat level green. We're clear.
Who's there? Who's there?
Ooh.
Had enough?
Weapon ineffective. I'm down to poorly constructed assault spear.
I am not wearing Nazi power armor. I'll be here soon to stop them. Look, Franzel, you're the finest soldier I have left, and you're the only one with a special exploding fist. I have no doubt that the vermin I told you will be gracing us with their impromptu and unwanted appearance shortly. When you get this letter, I need you to head up to the caverns above the waterways and stop them. And do make sure you really kill them! Jeez. I forgot how large this area was.
I've got you now.
Contact.
Had enough? Ow!
Wrong way. I was going the wrong way.
Aha!
Enemy down.
We got trouble.
Look out!
Hmm. Great. Hmm.
Take all the moving out.
Okay. 9 pole. 9 poles. Here. Now will this door open? There we go. Ooh. Right, the sniping area. Alright then, people.
I've got you now. Hey! I'm hit! Found you.
Required.
Database corrupted. Oh, this is fucking precarious. Alrighty then.
I've got you now.
Target acquired.
Come on.
Alrighty then, people. 3, 2, 1. Breach!
Well, this is nostalgic to say the least. Nostalgic in the sense that this is how we first met. Not so much in the sense that you killed everything I've worked for over the past 2 decades. You thick man! You couldn't just leave me to my plans, could you? Even after I did the honorable thing of sparing your vegetative life. Although it is I who I should be angry at. After all, I made the sweeping underestimation of your power. I at least expected to have these explosives rigged along the walls of St. George's Cavern before you could show up. But once again, a shortcoming. This is the end of the line for me. I know it. So ask away any questions you have, or you can end me right here. But if you decide to end me, you best put the guns away. Let you run the risk of us going out in a bang.
How did you find this cavern?
Well, at least one of my officers that you killed was an ex-NCR general. The very general that discovered the existence of this cavern. When he told other pompous freelies of his discovery, he was told to cover it up for fear of terrorist discovery. After he erased all documentation, the NCR staged the rape regarding him and a female trooper, to which he was given a dishonorable discharge. The NCR likes to be very conclusive. So they swept anyone and anything regarding the discovery under the bed. It worked! The Legion hasn't found it. So an embarrassment, the poor man found me on his travels north, and I took him and his information under my wing, and a terrorist plot was born.
Why do this?
Because I like to see the pain and anguish in the eyes of society. I know that I caused it. Unlike many, I do want to set the world on fire.
I'm tired to speak to you.
On guard, then!
Alright.
Target locked. Green. We got trouble.
Enemy down!
Okay. Everyone. Better be.
Well, this is...
Okay.
And when we finally got to the end of it all, nasty old Grinchenhausen was cowering in his little cubbyhole. We didn't spare him any mercy.
Good. He didn't deserve any mercy. If you saw what happened at Novak those few days ago, you would have done a bit more than just not sparing him mercy.
Well, we certainly showed them, Barney. I had that kind of action for at least 20 years.
Speaking of things you haven't seen in a while, I haven't told you, but you'd never guess who I found carrying in a corner on the way out.
By gosh, by golly. Rudy, I've missed you so much. I'm so glad you're okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Crosby. You've made this Christmas very special.
There's nothing I enjoy more than making folks happy, old Nick. Especially this time of year. It was my pleasure.
And thank you, friend. But our Christmas feast is tomorrow night, and you haven't exactly had a restful day.
Get some rest in it, then while the folks are out decorating the town, just be sure to wear your best and freshen up for tomorrow. At least he got his dog back. That's good. Papa Wrangler.
This is not the most organized project I've ever seen.
Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
Ah, there you are.
The missing link.
Welcome to the party. Don't dance yourself to death or anything. Humphrey and Crosby are at the heads table. Just sit down whenever you want to eat.
That's cool. The powder miser and the energy miser are here. They're getting along, mostly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to wish you all season's greetings, and I would like to thank each and every one of you for attending this dinner. This dinner tonight is the paramount occasion of our annual Wastelanders Christmas Convention, which this year has been a very successful one. A few of the things we've accomplished include gifting toys to the young, opening a free-to-eat diner, and decorating the major towns, and much more. I would especially like to thank all of the guests who have traveled here from out of state. We're very warmed and gracious for your presence. I would also like to primarily thank my friend the courier, who, without the service, this event would have never happened. Captain Crosby, Teddy, Humphrey, and Babylon all deserve thanks from Barney and I. We never expected this amount of outpour. Christmas to me is a very special and dear to my heart time of year. Long ago it was practiced near most everywhere and anywhere on this planet. Christmas carols would be ring out through the frosty air and over the chilled streets. Insides, chestnuts would be roast and hot chocolate sipped. Shop windows and busy streets were donned with garland and tinsel. Every folk who walked them dressed up like Eskimos, and they all shared the love. And to see tonight that we still mark this momentous occasion is something very magnificent in itself, and we should all be proud. So before we chow down our Christmas meal, Merry Christmas everybody, and have a Happy New Year.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lonnie Davis filling in for Mr. New Vegas for the last time this week. I had the pleasure of stopping into a Christmas dinner this evening atop Mount Charleston, and let me say, folks, it was the most heartwarming thing I've ever experienced. It's as if the wasteland dropped its woes by the wayside and took up a warm glass of Christmas love and cheer. Alas, folks, I won't talk much more tonight, because I want you to find your friends, your family, or anyone who is dear to your heart and spend this cold night with them. So from me to all of you, have a very Merry Christmas, and may there be peace on earth and goodwill to all.
Than a Christmas ago, and wait till I get out that old mistletoe on this Christmas Eve.
It's a calling company. Elijah Lucian as Old Nick Steiner von Reichenhausen. Dylan Hall says so many characters, goddamn. And hey, Runic, you came in late. I'm at the end of the mod. The stream's almost over. Al Chess Breach as Energy Miser, good old Al Chess Breach. As Bongo, Christmas Bartender, Christmas Tree Salesman. Jeremy Taylor as Ultra Lux Guard and Spark and Duracell. Erskine, Caleb Hamilton as. Many thanks to No Fear for his Nazi uniforms. That's unfortunate. Polyphemus. Al Chessbreach. Peter Sosa. Babysitting the cat.
That was fun. We certainly pulled it off. And the desert is thankful. Looks like you got some presents under the tree. Merry Christmas, friend.
Evening.
Hey everybody, Al and the crew here. We just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a brand new, wonderful year. That's right, everyone. Have a great one, a wonderful one, a very, very sexy one, and... What? Oh. Steve says he loves you. Like a lot. Really, he is shaking it right now. Well, everyone, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a wonderful New Year. I shall see you in the future. Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh.
It's stuff like that that I enjoy about this mod. I sworn to grab some eggnog as well. Look at these Christmas cookies and candy canes. They're a little plastic looking. It's supposed to be bright red, but there seems to be some problems going on with
Evening.
it at the moment. Mostly because, well, let's see. So, that's the end of the mod. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you everybody who stopped by, and I'm sorry, Runic, that you showed up so late, but I hope you have a very wonderful Christmas and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and just enjoy what you got. All right, I will see you all at some other point in the future.